I've got you in a sticky position now. Oh, you don't want to be out there on the cliff. All it's going to take is a little nudge. I wouldn't want to be you right now. Yeah, put all the shots in you like. Because you, my friend, are going in the drink. And no, 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 no. That's not how I saw that happening. Bollocks. Hello, I'm RetroJules. This is my Tier 9 T-54 Soviet medium tank. I have loved this tech tree. I love my T-54. Did struggle with cannon choice. And I've kept this tank, which is why I've got camo on it, because I'm probably going to head for the Object 2 over a matter of time. But going on to the big cannon does have its accuracy issues, but I think that the benefits of the penetration do outweigh that. So just had to start playing this tank slightly differently once I got that. But this tank at Tier 9 is not a grind. I never felt like I was ever grinding this tank, even with the small 85mm cannon. It never felt like a grind. It just felt like I was playing the tank. And with that awesome front sloped plate that's quite well armoured and its domed turret, absolutely brilliant at deflecting shots, and with a decent gun, I think this was always a tank to be reckoned with. And sort of going back through the tech tree, at Tier 5 you had the T-34. Never got on with the T-34. The Chinese type T-34 I kept and got on with that, but never got on with the Soviet version. At Tier 6, the MT-25, the boy racer car, the really cheeky pop Soviet light tank. An absolute blast to play, really, really good fun. Kinda wish I'd kept that now, actually. But of course I could always go back and purchase it, but a really fun tank. Which then led on to the Tier 7 LTTB. Hated that. I know it's a sneaky sort of support tank, scout tank, nimble and quick, but with the very limited gun depression, I just struggled with that tank and absolutely didn't keep it. I wouldn't go back and get it again. But that did lead me to my Super Scout at Tier 8, my T-54 lightweight. Absolutely love that tank. Still got it, camoed up, and absolutely no way would I get rid of that tank. But that tank led nicely into this, the T-54 at Tier 9. They play practically identical, and I normally struggle with tanks with a limited gun depression, and it does take some getting used to, and you do have to realise that there are certain areas on the map that you just daren't play because of that poor depression. But I love this tank. It's absolutely great, and this was one of my last games in this tank before I then moved on to what is my second Tier 10 tank, the T-62A. And this was just a very, this wasn't a mind-blowing game on this map. It was just a very standard game, and for me, like, a very sort of average, done well game. I think I destroy 4 tanks in this, which is probably quite good for me. Actually, I'm normally down about 2 or 3 tanks actually. But yeah, this game went quite well. So I'm just trying to get some side shots in this purging, and there's a tiger over yonder. And yeah, there's that heavy tank coming at C0. Somebody's saying help, and absolutely, over we go. I'll give you a hand, mate, and we'll take that tank out between us. You can play that ridge hull down. You've got a decent bit of penetration, and Well, there it is. Where did that come from? Was that right from the back? Yeah, there's a couple of heavies just outside the cap. So they're being a little bit campy. Oh, got a TD as well. Auto aim. Oh, yeah, that wasn't clever. Yeah, hadn't even angled myself properly. So A, I shouldn't have auto aimed and would have got that shot in. B, should have angled my tank so I would have then bounced the incoming shot. But, you know, it's all well and good to analyse the gameplay. It doesn't really matter. Always make mistakes during a game, but survived this one. And so, right, Tiger 2 is being engaged by one of our mediums, so absolutely not focused on me. Yep, I'm coming, just got to get there. And nicely side on. Always like to auto aim the Tiger 2 at the side because you nearly always guarantee to get its ammo rack. So many weak spots on a Tiger 2. And Retro, your ammo rack's been taken out, mate. You might want to sort that out. Have you noticed yet? It's really affecting your reload. No, I obviously haven't noticed that I've been ammo racked. And right now, it would be quite good to reload quickly. However, 15-second reload. That's dreadful. Fix your ammo rack, man. What's the matter with you? And yeah, I don't fancy taking on that Japanese heavy. Especially because I've got no health left. So I'm going to bugger off and go elsewhere and come round and catch it unawares. Hurrah! Fixed my ammo rack. That didn't take long. Oh, Lerva, side on. Oh, not enough to finish it off. One more shot. One more shot. Go on, just in the engine. Super. Kill number 3. Indian Panzer at the back. And oh, excuse me. Little bit rude when I'm trying to take a shot. Sometimes there's just no etiquette on the battlefield. Right, this is a good shot to go in. Just, yes. Kill number 4. There's that Japanese heavy. Oh, there's one of those diamond thingies coming up. And yeah, that heavy's on a lot of health and really want to keep my distance here. But also want to help. But just don't want to get in front of that cannon. That's how we want it. Rear end. Tracking shot in. And lovely. Job done. So that was pretty much the normal games that I would have in the Tier 9 T54. And how did we do overall? Yeah, not bad. 40 grand silver. Just under 3,000 damage. Just a very stable, solid game. With a little bit of spotting. 4 tanks destroyed. And so that then leads on to what is my second tier 10 tank, the T62A. Managed to get it with 20% off, so that saved a little bit of silver because I'm really struggling with getting silver at the moment because I'm playing higher tiers. And I have to admit, the T62A is an absolutely awesome tank, and I really am so pleased with it. So I obviously had a few games in the tank which didn't quite go to plan, purely because my crew was 75% trained, but I absolutely love this tank. It is brilliant. APCR, high velocity standard rounds, brilliant. I've even put a few premium rounds on, and I may put a few more in, but I don't tend to carry. I do carry premium rounds now, but I don't carry many, because that way I don't rely on them too much and just use them when I need to. And also, I do want to earn silver out of these games. You know, you guys might turn around and say, yeah, well, Retro, you know, at higher tiers you don't expect to make money. It's all about winning the game and playing correctly, and then going down to lower tiers to earn your money. Well, that's fine if you've got time to do that. and I don't have time to double play games to earn money. So really I want the game to earn me the XP and the money at the same time. So I try and keep my premium usage down to when I just need it and when it's vital, and that for me is a good strategy and doesn't feel like I'm cheating. So I'm here with Cosmic Chaos, my Canadian friend. We're platooning up. He wanted to show off his Death Star, and with this tank I love the fact that it's still got that nicely sloped, relatively well armoured front, but above all an almost impenetrable gun turret, which is an excellent shape. Now what makes this tank tricky is the fact that it doesn't have an awful lot of gun depression, but it is brilliant hull down, so you really do have to find those areas on the map where you can hide your chassis and just have your turret showing, and the amount of shots you bounce is ridiculous. It's absolutely awesome. But there is one more thing that I really love about this tank, and this kind of has to be a secret between you and me. Please don't tell the wife. I love my Russian Commanderess in this tank. I transferred her from the T-54 because she's got some really good skills and I wanted to carry those through to tier 10. So I shall be continuing my T-54 towards the object with a completely untrained, non-skilled crew. But I find her Russian little voice really quite, how should we say, let's say enchanting. She's absolutely scrummy, and I do like having her in this T-62A, which makes this tank even more enjoyable to play. So I had a few games and I've got into this tank really quickly, and it hasn't taken me, I think I'm on about 90,000 XP already with this tank just by playing it as you do. You know, I'm not grinding towards anything because it's a tier 10. But it's mobile. It's only 5 kilometers an hour slower than the T-54, and you don't really notice that. And it's a really good tank. And I like the summer version of this map. And this video, I'm making this video 3 weeks after we had the update with the new maps, which was Sandstorm Sand River, Ravaged Capital and the Arctic region. Well, I am yet to see, 3 weeks later, I'm yet to see Sandstorm Sand River. I still haven't seen Ravaged Capital, and I've only played the summer Arctic region twice, and I really like that. But El Huluf, Heilbronn, Airfield, Himmelsdorf, I've lost count of how many times I've played those maps. So I'm just trying to get some sneaky shots into RT here, and just missed it. And when I played this game, I make a few mistakes. I mean, I auto-aimed on the M103 when I came up. You do not auto-aim an M103 when it's front on, because you've just got to hit that lower glacis or try and hit the cheeks of the turret. And auto-aim was never going to achieve that. But it backs into a corner and we get the first kill. So Cosmic has moved forward with me, and I'm quite keen to take out that heavy on the bridge at E7. And yeah, I didn't tell Cosmic, so I try and cut him up, and didn't know that 1390 was there. So time to use my top tierness and just bully that 1390 into submission. And if I go in at an angle, I'm probably going to bounce its shots. I only need to get a couple of shots in, and then the next shot does it. So there's that FV, which hasn't turned around to engage me. I've got Cosmic behind me. It's only going to take one shot from that Death Star. So I'm quite happy to brazenly go in while it takes on our heavy and try and take it out. And there's a few other tanks actually at tier 10 that I could unlock if I wanted to, So at this stage I have 2 tier 10 tanks, and actually I could have 5. I could have the AMX 30B, I could have the AMX 50B, neither of which appeal to me, and neither of which I have the money for both. And my first ever tier 10 was the T11OE5, and I got that probably well over a year ago, and I was not ready as a tanker for tier 10 and didn't have a clue how to play it, so I sold it. And I'm very tempted to buy that tank back now and have a third tier 10 tank. So my progression at the higher tiers is paramount at the moment, and these 2.5 years of playing World of Tanks really is paying off. Now I know there's a tank destroyer coming up at around sort of, there it is, G9, and I told Artie to fall back just in case it was in a vulnerable position. And even though I don't really have the gun depression to play up here, I'm quite happy to hang over the edge. There's no way I'm going out in front of a waffle. And Cosmic gets there first. Damn him. Well done, Cosmic. And takes the waffle out. So currently, yeah, quite a standard, solid game, I'd say, from me at the moment. 3 tank kills, 6 tanks spotted, 8 penetrating hits. That to me as a medium is just a good all-round effort. But the game isn't over yet, and we're only 1 tank up, so anything can happen, and the 2 mediums left on the team are a platoon. So effectively they could have an advantage. So this game is far from over. So I'm just going to park myself on this corner, put my binoculars on and see if anything appears, waiting for Cosmic and Artillery, who's quite rightly bailing out of the cap and staying with us, which is fantastic gameplay. And we've got the Heavy on the bridge. So nothing appears. I am happy to go across knowing that the Heavy could cover me if necessary, but there's both the mediums on the other side of the bridge, so we've got them to contend with, and Artie is somewhere. Where are you? There you are, out in the open. What more could you want? Right, keep moving, keep moving. Completely fluffs its shot, and Artie is taken out. Hurrah for kill number 4. And here come the platoon of Batchats. Not much health on that one. And, oh, take a shot. Fluffs that shot, and I'm thinking I'm just going to use my speed here and just go in aggressively with a bit of auto aim, because the Batchat hasn't got any armour whatsoever. Up and over, auto aim, take a shot. Batchat misses. Kill number 5. If I can get that last platoon member, I've got a top gun for this. There it is, it's an Object 140. Bit of a ram. Oh, it's not enough. And the last shot. Hurrah! 6 tank kills, a top gun, solid bit of gameplay. Really, really happy with my tank and her commander. A half decent 33,500 silver, just under 3,000 damage, first class mastery, and a top gun. And top overall. I am so happy with this tank. Well, I really hoped you enjoyed watching that gameplay. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.